Hello. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you through how you can self-host your n8n so you can get started with it and start building out different workflows and automations quickly. I'm going to try to do this in 5 minutes or less. And I know that there are other videos out there that share how to do this, but the whole point of this is to get you started quickly. So just from the very get-go, you should probably go to a site called hostinger.com. I am not sponsored by them. I'm just sharing because I think this is the fastest way for non-technical people to start self-hosting. And so once you're on the page, you can go into services and just go to this little thing called VPS hosting. So this is setting up a virtual private server on Hostinger's side instead of on n8n's cloud. And so you see here the price is relatively low, although I do have to say that this is the price for if you were to subscribe for a 2-year plan. So anyway, if you scroll all the way down, you'll notice that there are multiple plans. You can choose KVM1 if you want. I went with KVM2 just because it does offer a little bit more RAM, and I just always like to play it on the safe side. So once you choose that plan, you just wait for it a little bit and you come to the pricing plan. And so as you see here, that was $6.99 per month if you do go for a 24-month plan. However, let's say you don't want that and you just want to go for a 1-month plan, right? And so it's still $99 per month that you're paying monthly. And while that isn't exactly $6.99, if you do compare it to hosting it on n8n's cloud, you'll notice here that their starting point, their starter plan, if you were to host it on their n8n cloud, is 24 euros per month. And then for the Pro, 60 euros per month. Now, I do know that by hosting it on their n8n cloud, you do get other benefits there. But I do think there are a lot more benefits you can do by just self-hosting, because if you do it on n8n cloud, as you can see, you do get a limited amount of workflows that you can actually build out, and then you have to keep paying more. And if you do their self-hosted business plan, it's a whopping 800 euros per month. So going back to it, I do think that $99 per month for unlimited workflows is great, and especially if you're just trying to pick up and learn n8n. And so you can choose any of these upticks if you do want, but let's say you don't want that, you can just choose the server, depending on where you are in the world, choose whatever works for you. And then you have this selecting operating system. So here you want to just type in n8n and pick the one with the thumbs up. So once that's picked, you just confirm it, and then you just continue. And of course, you do need to have a registered account on Hostinger, and then you can just move forward as you go along. Once you are signed up, you should be able to go into this thing called VPS, and then you can enter your virtual private server that is set up, and then you can come to a page like this, where then all you have to do is hit Manage App, which then, if you were to click that, you will be taken to a website like this. So you see up here, this is the server side on Hostinger's cloud itself. And from here, you just have to set up your account and log in, and voila, you're already into n8n. Now, there are other options such as Railway, which is another option for being able to self-host. There's no real problem going with this option. I just chose Hostinger mainly because I do think it is the quickest way to get set up. Railway, it is fast as well if you just click deploy now, but then there are other aspects to it, especially for non-techie people, that you might feel a little bit intimidated going into their GitHubs and so on. So for now, I just recommend going into Hostinger. So there you have it. That's getting started with self-hosting n8n in less than 5 minutes. I hope that was useful. Once again, I am not sponsored by Hostinger. It is just the easiest way to get started, so I do recommend that method. However, feel free to play around with Railway as well. And also, if you have any other additional questions on getting started with n8n or things like that, make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and perhaps I'll make a video on them.